Good evening, sports fans, and welcome, Clinton Hawk Basketball Nation, to the campus of new explorations into science, tech, and math. NEST+m for tonight's PSAL Manhattan B1 matchup between the Hawks of Clinton and the Lady Eagles of NEST. Stanley strong to the cup off the tip. Lady Eagles away with it, stolen by Tokarczyk. Back from the Hawks, Kelly. To the corner to Stanley, she can't hang on. Lady Eagle basketball. We are bringing you all the action live, as always, on ESPN 10 El Decimo. Along with team videographer Vidya Kelly, my name is Dolph Tokarczyk. Lady Eagle basketball, 7:38 to play. In the corner to Desiree, it's going to go out of bounds. Hawk basketball. The Hawks come in 8-1, 6-0 in league action. Nest 6-1 overall and in league. Little give and go. Kelly back to Stanley to Kelly. They're going to get her for steps. Lady Eagle basketball. Nest was in second place until a last-minute loss against Pace to finish 2022. That dropped them to third place. So the standings in B1 are the Hawks first place, Pace second, and Lady Eagles third. That was DePaulo along the baseline. Turnover on the Lady Eagles, Hawk basketball. Kelly across the timeline, triggers the offense. Costa, dribble drive, stops and pops. Good! The Hawks draw first blood with 6:54 to play. 2-0 Hawks. Oh, a nice little play inside by the... A nice play inside by the Lady Eagles. Costa away with it to Stanley. Desiree on her. Huang comes over. Oh, in and out. Away comes Wilkinson. Ahead to Desiree. They kick it inside to Roberto. DePaulo calling for the basketball. She thought about a shot from the elbow. Inside they go. A nice little turn and go. Nice little move inside from number 15, Brockway. The Hawks move around. Oh, a nice pass inside to Tokarczyk. No good. The Lady Eagles come away with it. In the corner, DePaulo. Hawks in the 2-3. They go baseline to Brockway. She goes to go inside to Huang. They fight for it. Stanley ahead to Kelly. Kelly wanted the bounce pass there. Brockway to Desiree to Huang. DePaulo starts the offense. 2-3 for the Hawks. They look to go baseline. Chen shuts it off, but they're going to get it for a foul. Chen fouls Desiree. And they're going to get it in the act of shooting. Desiree will shoot two. Your starting lineups tonight for this Manhattan PSAL B1 tilt brought to you by Five Below. Starting lineups for the Lady Eagles are Huang, DePaulo, Brockway, Desiree, and Zhang. Second shot upcoming. Back with your Hawk starters in just a moment. 2-2, 5:37 to play. Shots up and no good. And that league-leading rebounder, Ruby Costa, getting on the ground with Huang, tying it up. It's going to be Lady Eagle basketball. Hawks now go 3-2. Brockway moved her feet. It's traveling. As all of you Hawk fans know, you can only move your feet following a basket on the inbounds pass. Traveling. Tokarczyk to Kelly. Kelly to trigger. Lady Eagles in the 2-3. She goes to the cup. Rejection by Huang. She's got DePaulo ahead. Gets it to her a little bit late. Stanley hustling over to help. To cap a bucket. Maybe the first time the Hawks have trailed in league play all season. 4-2 NEST+m. Kelly, dribble drive, stops and pops. Rejection again from Brockway. DePaulo, streaking, all rejected. Stanley says, I'll take none of that. And the Hawk bench goes berserk on the Stanley rejection of DePaulo. Costa to Kelly. Lady Eagles in a 2-3. Stanley back to Costa. Kelly. 3-ball. Taken out by Huang. She looks to run. Kelly shuts her off. Huang all the way to the basket. No good. Costa snatches the rebound. Kelly ahead to Stanley. Oh, another good look, but stolen away. It's Huang. 2-on-1. Oh, good look to DePaulo. She may have traveled there. Shot is no good. It's Chen's on the glass. Tokarczyk looks to run. Another block. Rejection from Huang. Lady Eagles blocking shots in the paint. Hawks go up. Tokarczyk no good. DePaulo, they look to run. She sets and drops. It's off, and Chen snatches the rebound from Desiree, who thought she had it. Again, the Hawks are ahead. They're going to get Desiree with the body on Stanley. The Hawk coaching staff wants X. Kelly to inbound. 4-2 NEST+m. Nice little give and go. Back to Kelly. No good. Snipes down by Huang, who's having a big game inside early. 3:58 to play. Huang, Brockway, DePaulo. Dribble drive back to Huang. Long shot, no good. 4-2, it's going to be Hawk basketball. Timeout Hawks. 4-2, NEST+m with 3:50 to go. That'll give us a moment to give you your Hawks starters for tonight's PSAL B1 matchup. At guard, the Hawks start co-captain number 2 out of Epiphany, Jaya Kelly. At the other guard, PSAL Player of the Week to finish up December, Kate Stanley, a 5'5" guard out of PS234. And in the front court, the triumvirate of league-leading rebounders, Ruby Costa, 5'6" sophomore out of PS234. Shirley Chen, 5'8" senior out of Parts Unknown. Tokarczyk, 5'7" junior out of PS234. Your Hawk starting lineup brought to you by Five Below. 4-2, Costa, it's inbound to Kelly. Lady Eagles in the 2-3. Hawks spread the floor. Stanley to Costa. It's going to be a Hawk turnover. Costa and Tokarczyk were not on the same page, and it's a Hawk turnover. Hawk coaching staff not pleased with that. Hawks coached by Coach Eloy and Coach Andrews. Eloy Andrews, EA Sports. It's in the game. Good look inside. Desiree back to Huang. Runner. Count it. A surprising Nest 6-2 lead. Kelly comes back. Dribble drive to the basket. They contest for the rebound. Tokarczyk with the left. Count it. 6-4. NEST+m. Near still here. Stanley read the pass brilliantly. It'll stay Nest basketball. 6-4, 3:13 to play. EA Sports, Eloy, and Andrews calling for a few better possessions from the Hawks. They want to see that ball moved around a little bit. Desiree thought about it. Bomb. No good to Tokarczyk. Ahead to Kelly. She tracks it down nicely. Count it. Kelly with the bucket, tie game. 2:55 to play in the first. Huang, well, good look to Brockway. 2-on-1. Ahead to Desiree. In and out, her own rebound, no good. Brockway. And the Hawks finally clear the glass. Costa to Stanley. Stanley goes herself. Count it. 8-6. The Hawks now in the lead. They look to break it again. DePaulo. Hawks in the 2-3. Brockway in the corner. Oh, a nice look back to DePaulo. Chen. Oh! The Hawk coaching staff did not love that call. They got Chen on the foul. It looked like one of her prototypical Dikembe Mutombo rejections. Now they're going to have a little consideration here for the Hawk coaching staff. EA Sports. Chen with 2 early. Coach Castillo goes with that. Ava Alexander. 5'6" freshman in the ball game for Desiree. DePaulo, the scrappy junior, nails a pair. We're going to get an early appearance by that Ellie McGraw, 5'6" junior out of PS 234 by way of Avenues. Kelly to the basket. She'll get fouled. Jen takes a seat with 2 fouls. It's 8 apiece. 2:10 to play. Kelly to shoot 2. Kelly, cash money from the line, 10-8. Brockway inbound. Hawks in the press. Zhang back to Brockway. Oh, ahead to Alexander. Brockway. DePaulo in the corner. Hawks fall back in the 2-3. Cross to Tokarczyk, shut off the baseline. Back to Zhang. To Huang, 3-ball. Oh, count it. Huang. And the Nest faithful. They're going to call it a 2. Her foot was on the line. 10-all. Kelly to Stanley. Nice drive on the baseline. Count it. Coach Castillo does not want them giving up the baseline, that lower part of the 2-3. The Lady Eagles rally back. It's Zhang to the cup. Too hard. Ellie McGraw grabs it. McGraw, Brockway, Tokarczyk, all scrapping for that loose ball. Tie up. It's going to be red basketball. 12-10. The visitors. Kelly across the timeline. Lady Eagles in the 2-3. Stanley. McGraw. Kelly to the basket. Rejection by Zhang. It's going to stay Hawk basketball, I believe. Kelly to inbound. To Stanley. She dribbles and drives. No good. They battle for the rebound. Tokarczyk away with it. Gets stuck underneath. No good. Zhang away with it. And they're going to say she turned it over? No, it's going to be white basketball. Lady Eagle basketball. The Hawks will take the opportunity to get in the press here. Hawks in the zone press. Oh, it is Hawk basketball. Check that. Into the corner. Costa thought about it. Oh, double dribble. 12-10 Hawks. A minute even to play in this exciting first quarter of action in the PSAL B1 matchup of top teams. DePaulo. Kelly shuts her off. Off defense, and Kelly strips DePaulo. Strong defense from the Hawks. Kelly, spin move, she got fouled. She'll shoot 2. 41.6 to play. Excellent steal from Kelly, and in transition, she gets fouled. This is the end of a long road trip for the Hawks. They have not played home in almost a month, but they're returning home tomorrow night versus Bard, 5:30 tip-off on Hawk Hill. Please join Wendy Stanley and all the Hawk boosters for pregame libations down the street. Speaking of Stanley, the young Kate Stanley with the steal and a bucket. 14-10. Zhang, freshman Alexander. Oh, risky pass. Zhang's got it. Not a lot of movement right now on James Castillo's team. Let's see what referee Marcus Johnson has called here. We're not sure. He stopped the clock with 14.8 to go. They've reset the shot clock. So shot clock off. Brockway to trigger with Huang. DePaulo sets the pick for her. Oh, a nice bounce pass into Brockway off the glass. No good. Brockway gets her own rebound. Kicks to DePaulo to Huang. Oh, Stanley. They're going to get Stanley for the call there with 3.3 to play. And it's going to be Huang shooting 2. 14-10 Hawks. 3.3 to play first quarter. Both teams shooting excellent free throws. Both teams were clearly in the gym over break, working on nailing their shots from the charity stripe. Costa keeps it alive ahead. Costa to Stanley. That'll do it for the first quarter of play in an exciting 14-11 Hawk lead. Back for the second quarter in just a moment. And we are back at new explorations into science, tech, and math. NEST+m. Huang across the timeline. Hawks in the 2-3. Alexander. Back to Huang. Hawks active on defense. DePaulo, the elbow. Kelly all over her. Down the baseline, Desiree. She looks to drive. Throws it away. Costa with the steal. Tokarczyk. Kelly. 14-11 Hawks. Kelly from way downtown. Kelly from the West Village. Count the three. 17-11. DePaulo. Hawks all over her. Alexander. Desiree. Back to Alexander. Corner, Huang. Hawks tightening up that 2-3. DePaulo's going to be short. Oh, swatted. That was the Rockaway. Swatted on her shot. Tokarczyk rebounds. Head to Kelly. Long ball to Stanley. Good catch by her. Looks to go inside to quick draw McGraw. Tokarczyk back to Stanley. Dribble drive, runner. And good. Hawks starting to get in the flow right now. 19-11. 6:42 to go. Huang. Hawks in the 2-3, the extended 2-3. DePaulo. It's on to Huang. Looks to go back to DePaulo. Stolen by Kelly. Ahead to Stanley. They're going to get that on the ground. Let's see what Marcus Johnson. Maybe they called it in the act of shooting. Yes, it is. Stanley will shoot a pair from the charity stripe. Coach James Castillo sees this one slipping away, so he wants a timeout. And what a season of action we have in Manhattan Class B basketball right now. The Hawks had a great run last year, went to the quarterfinals. They have aspirations to do more this year. They currently sit 5th in the coaches poll, 6th in the AP poll. Some of the other teams that are competing and are ahead of the Hawks in the rankings, the team we don't talk about is 9-0. Hunter, who had a big run in Class A playoffs last year, has moved down to Class B. With Coach of the Week, Megan Fox, they're 7-1. Banneker, last year's number 1 seed, 9-1. They've only lost to New Dorp, a Staten Island A team. And how about that number 1 seed, South Bronx Prep, 9-3. But they've lost to Curtis, who were in the semis of the A last year. They went down to the DMV, Northern Virginia, D.C., to the She Got Game tournament in mid-December. Played none other than Cardinal O'Hara, the reigning PIAA Class 5 champs, who graduated girls to Nova, Marshall, and Richmond last year. They got thrashed 26-2 after 1 and lost 70-30. But that makes them playoff ready, that South Bronx Prep team. They don't back down from anybody, but the Hawks don't either, and they're getting ready for those big games later in the season. Stanley good on the first. In and out in the second. Tokarczyk to Kelly. Good. 22-11. The Hawks doubling up the Lady Eagles. Kelly and Stanley apply the double team. It's going to stay Lady Eagle basketball. Coach Castillo wants Huang back in the game for Brockway. It's McGraw, Tokarczyk, Kelly, Costa, and Stanley for the Hawks. Huang, Zhang, Brockway, Desiree, and Alexander for the Lady Eagles. Zhang tried to get it in. The Hawks all over her. It's going to say once again Lady Eagle basketball. Patented zone press causing all kinds of trouble for Coach James Castillo's team right now. Somebody's getting a phone call, which Coach Ref Marcus Johnson is not pleased about. He's asking them to silence all phones. It could be Vegas calling to get some action in the game. The Lady Eagles inbound. Zhang, stolen by Tokarczyk. But they're going to get hurt for travel. Hawks give it right back. 22-11, 6-12 to play. Actually, we just found out that call was coming from Principal 11 to wish the Hawks luck in this, the first match of the 2023 year. DePaulo, ahead to Zhang. Hawks fall back into the D. DePaulo. She had Desiree along the baseline. Tokarczyk with the steal. Ahead to Stanley. 2:34 connection. Stanley on the run. Count it. 24-11. 5:55 to play. Zhang and Wang. A nice little 1-2. Zhang dribbling a bit too much. So Coach Castillo wants more passes. There's one inside to DePaulo. They double team her. Stanley ties her up. Two Warriors going at it, DePaulo and Stanley. Tie-up goes to the Lady Eagles. Wang. Zhang to trigger the offense. Hawks in the 2-3. Freshman Alexander, baseline to DePaulo. They look to find room. And how about that? Alexander hits the shot, but the shot clock had gone off before that. The Hawk coaching staff thrilled with that kind of defense. Shot clock violation on the Lady Eagles. McGraw, quick draw McGraw from way downtown. Desiree pulls the rebound. Oh, sorry, nice look ahead to DePaulo. No good. Hawks are on the rebound. Tokarczyk pulls it down to Kelly. Kelly stops and pops it way downtown. Tokarczyk grabs the rebound, blocked. And I believe it's going to say Hawk basketball. 24-11, 5:03 to play. Kelly inbound. Tokarczyk, dribble drive. No good. Pulled down by Desiree. Costa ties her up. Oh, and then he got Costa with the foul there. Looked like there was a lot of ball. 24-11, 4:57 to play. Flying to start the offense. Hawks again in the high 2-3. McGraw with Costa in the middle. McGraw and Tokarczyk on the wings. Stanley and Kelly up top. Oh, they double team Desiree. Zhang looks to spin. She gets double teamed. Tenacious Hawk defense right here. DePaulo, skip pass from Alexander. Oh, DePaulo, tough shot. No good. McGraw clears the rebound. Oh, and a good steal though by Zhang. She looks to the little drive. Good D from the Hawks. Oh, Zhang inside with the left. Lady Eagles getting on the offensive glass. Coach James Castillo, happy to see that. Kelly, Stanley, way downtown. Count it. Stanley from behind the arc dropping dimes. 27-13. Oh, Zhang couldn't hang on. Oh, Stanley, what a nice steal, and her foot just touched the red line. Otherwise, she was off to the races. That was a track meet. Look at that Kate Thaler, 5'5" junior, into the game for Ellie McGraw. Oh, strip from Stanley. She's going to go coast to coast up and good. In the press and in the top of the 2-3, the Hawk defense asserting themselves right now. 29-13. Good little 1-2-3 to Brockway. She kicks to Desiree. Back up to Huang. Long ball. In and out. They battle for it. It's crossed away with it to Kelly. Oh, great idea to Stanley. Lady Eagles intercept. Lady Eagles look to run. Brockway. DePaulo. Baseline to Huang. Back to DePaulo. Oh, she counted. Is it a 3-ball? 2. Her foot was on the line. 29-15 after the shot from DePaulo. Hawks turn it over. It'll be Lady Eagle basketball. 3:04 to play. James Castillo wants them to take their time here a little bit. Huang. Oh, good looking at Apollo. She found her down low. Huang over to Desiree. She shoots no good. Apollo. Zhang in the corner. Long ball. Thaler rebounds. A nice bounce pass to Stanley. Kelly. Rejection from the Lady Eagles, and it's DePaulo. Zhang back down to the base. Oh, good look inside the Brockway, but Thaler's on her. Nearly stolen by Kelly. DePaulo in the corner. Huang. Zhang. Dribble drive. The Hawks shut that down. Oh. Did she call backboard on that? Off the glass and good. 29-17. Approaching 2 minutes to go. Costa for three. Count it. Ruby Costa, 32-17 Hawks by 15. Wind it to pop. Hawks packing in the 2-3. Thaler to Tokarczyk on her. Tokarczyk to Kelly. To Stanley. Stanley pops. In and out, no good to Tokarczyk. She's going to get fouled by Brockway. She'll shoot 2, minute 39 to go. Hawks by 15. Coach Castillo wants that freshman Ava Alexander back in for Brockway. One of two from Tokarczyk from the charity stripe, 33-16. Huang, Hawks in the 2-3. Zhang nearly traveled. Alexander, freshman, she nearly traveled. Wow! She bangs one in. Alexander on fire, the freshman. She's only shot twice. The first one was after the buzzer. They've both gone in. Kelly, strong move. Oh, in and out. Tough one. Alexander feeling it, the freshman. Rebounds to Huang. Nest looking to go on a little run before the break. Good D from the Hawks. Oh, and it's Kelly. After Thaler saved it, out in transition. Check that Stanley ahead to Kelly. Tokarczyk back to Kelly. Dribble drive. Oh, Euro step, no good. Alexander goes after it, goes out of bounds. Ref Marcus Johnson is going to say it's Lady Eagle basketball. Under a minute, 33-19. Huang. Hawks in the high 2-3. Zhang. Desiree in the corner. Thaler all over her. She could barely breathe. Oh, Zhang. She gets fouled. 33-19. Lady Eagles. Huang will shoot 2. 34.5 to play. That free throw practice from Coach Castillo over the winter break is definitely paying off. Lady Eagles got to be shooting 80% from the charity stripe. Kelly, nice bounce pass to Stanley on the baseline. Can't leave her open like that, says James Castillo. Costa follows the miss from her PS 234 classmate and countryman. 35-21. Zhang stops and pops, top of the key. No good. Costa strips it down. DePaulo gets it back. Alexander, she loves that off the glass shot. With 2.7 to go at the buzzer. Oh, almost. Runner from half court. That would have been reminiscent of the Boogie Down South Bronx prep game. No good. 35-21, halftime. See you in the second half. And we are back. New explorations in science, tech, and math. Second half action. Steal from Desiree. Ahead to DePaulo. Turns to Brockway. Way downtown. Not her sweet spot. She's unafraid. Zhang. That's off. Oh, the Lady Eagles getting on the offensive glass early. Zhang behind the back. A little too high for DePaulo. It's going to be Hawk basketball. Coach James Castillo not happy with that turnover, but likes to see the Lady Eagles getting on the glass. And EA Sports wants some more boxing out. Kelly from way downtown, no good. Tokarczyk pulls it down, spins to the cup, gets her own rebound, goes up, no good. Zhang looks to run. Hawks fall back into the 2-3. Oh, DePaulo feeling it early in the second half, no good. They battle for it. It's Huang. Dribble drive, stops and pops. Count it. And the Lady Eagles draw first blood, 35-23. Kelly calls the pick for her. 3-ball. No good. They battle for it. Goes to Brockway to DePaulo. 2-on-2. Brockway throws it away. Zhang controls it. And count the bucket. And just like that, Coach James Castillo's Lady Eagles have cut it to a 10-point game. Tokarczyk, dribble drive. Goes up in and out, no good. Stanley, good rebound there. Tokarczyk, back to Costa. Bang! Boom goes the dynamite. 38-25. Oh, and Coach James Castillo not happy with that. Lack of boxing out there. Timeout for the Lady Eagles. On behalf of ESPN 10 El Decimo and the Clinton Hawk Parents Association, we are honored to give out the first weekly Hawk Habits True Grit Award. The annual award will go to that Hawk that we saw throughout the sports season in different situations, giving grit and effort. And the first recipient is none other than that Adelaide Chow, part of the sophomore triumvirate on the soccer team. She played every minute of every game and got knocked out with a broken nose in the finals. And wanted to go back in, but had to go to the emergency room. And for that, she gets the True Grit Award. Huang to DePaulo. Zhang, good defense on the Hawks. Kelly all over her. What a weave here from Coach James Castillo. Zhang, spin move. Oh, rejection from Chen. Costa comes away with it. Tokarczyk. Head to Kelly. Kelly on the run. No good, gets her own rebound though. They get her for steps. Trying to start the offense. 38-25. Clinton. Nearly threw it away. DePaulo hangs on to it. Zen. Tries to throw it off Stanley, but she catches it. Head to Kelly. Up and good. 40-25. Hawks up back up by 15. Kelly breaks it up. Stanley away with it with the left. Good. 42-25. Good teamwork from the backcourt of Kelly and Stanley. Zhang Hawks in the 2-3. Skip past to DePaulo. DePaulo, dribble drive. Runner, count it. 42-27. The Eagles in the 2-3. They leave Stanley alone. Off the mark. Desiree the rebound to Zhang. Well, nice little give and go. Gets the cutter. Zhang couldn't quite hang on to it. Huang back to Zhang. Brockway. Good. Brockway with a little rainbow in the lane. 42-29. 4:25 to go. Kelly to trigger the offense against the 2-3. Runner in and around and good. No good. Pulled down by Brockway. Zhang comes back. Hawks fall into the 2-3. DePaulo stops and pops. Oh, in and out. But there you had Huang. Strong on the glass for the Lady Eagles. Zhang, they reset. Bounce pass to DePaulo. Short. Tokarczyk pulls it down to Stanley. Stanley off the one. DiPaolo hustling back. Shots in, no good. Zhang pulls it down. Kelly pressures her. Zhang across the timeline. Brockway from way downtown. That's off the mark. Tokarczyk pulls down the rebound. Head to Kelly, and the Hawks want to slow it down a little bit. Going to get that Verma Banani coming to the scorer's table. Kelly, long three ball. No good. Chen contests the rebound. It's going to be Lady Eagle basketball. Verma Banani, 5'6" sophomore, replaces fellow sophomore Kate Stanley. Huang across the timeline. Hawks in the 2-3. Kelly and Verma Banani up top. Costa, Chen, Tokarczyk down low. Desiree tied up. Tied up, and it's going to be a Lady Eagle basketball. It's Zheng Huang, Brockway, DiPaolo, and Desiree for the Lady Eagles. Good little 1-2-3 from DiPaolo to Huang. That's some good ball movement that Coach James Castillo has been looking for all night. 42-31. Kelly works against the 2-3. Off the glass, good. 44-31 Hawks. Zhang, Hawks in 2-3. Verma Banani on Huang. Desiree, 2 Hawks on her. DiPaolo, they bottle her up. They tried to get in the corner. Hawks defense was there, and it's going to be out of bounds off the Lady Eagles to the Clinton Hawks. The 8-1 Clinton Hawks. We're going to go 9-1 here on the Lower East Side. Kelly splits the defense and hits the runner. 46-31. Coach Castillo has freshman Ava Alexander at the scorer's table. Desiree in the corner. Brockway. Costa amongst 3. Comes away with it to Tokarczyk, to Kelly. She looks to slash to the basket. Good. 48-31, biggest lead of the night for the Hawks. Minute 58 to play in the third. Zhang pulls up, no good. They battle for it. Chen comes away with a nice bounce pass to Kelly. She's got Verma Banani ahead of her. No good, but Chen, strong rebound. Hawks by 19. Chen running the floor. Good look inside to DiPaolo, top of the key. No good from Huang. Brockway. Along the baseline, it's Huang. In and out. Costa legally rebound away with it. Tokarczyk. Head to Kelly. Desiree on her. Off the glass, no good. Chen once again for the rebound. No good. Tokarczyk, Kelly away with it. 3 ball from the baseline. No good. It's Verma Banani. Runner off the glass, no good. Tokarczyk ties up Brockway, and it's going to be red basketball. 50-31, just under a minute to play. Wholesale substitutions from Coach James Castillo. Kimoya Bracero is going to make her first appearance of the night, as is Karen Hickway. Kelly, Verma Banani, back to Kelly. Congested in the corner. Kelly finds a little space. Good rebound from Alexander, the freshman. Kelly on her. Huang. Chen gets a hand on it. Costa comes away with it. Kelly, a nice bounce pass to Verma Banani off the glass, no good. Bracero, new to the game, comes away with the rebound. Alexander in the corner. It's going to be out of bounds, red basketball, 50-31 Hawks. 23.7 to play. Costa to trigger Kelly. James Castillo telling them to get back on the defense. It was Hickway with a piece of that shot. Bracero lifts to kick it ahead. Alexander, 16 to play. He's got to throw a bounce pass. Verma Banani read that like a book. Off the glass, no good. Kelly's there. Up and good. 52-31. 2.4 to play. DiPaolo. She's just going to hold it. Oh, they haven't started the clock. It was a hometown. Oh, another 5 seconds to go. That's a NEST+m special. Instead of ticking off the 2.5 seconds, they added 2.5. But Ref Marcus Johnson was having none of that. He saw that all the way. And rang the buzzer. 52-31 after 3, Hawks. And we are back. New explorations in the science, tech, and math. NEST+m, fourth quarter. Brockway in the corner. Stolen by Luckman. We have some new entrants in the game that we're going to tell you about in just a moment. Stanley on the run. She gets fouled. For the Hawks, it's Kate Stanley, Ellie McGraw, Kate Thaler, all three of whom we saw a lot of in the first quarter, in the first half. And we have that Chloe Striano, 5'4" freshman into the game for the first time, as well as Charlie Luckman, 5'5" sophomore guard in the game for the first time. One of two for Stanley, 53-31. Wang across the timeline. Hawks in the 2-3. Striano and Stanley up top. Luckman, McGraw, and Thaler down low. Dribble drive. Wang. Oh, Stanley just ties her up. Oh, they're going to get her for a foul. That looked like a jump ball to many of you Hawk fans out there. Lady Eagles inbound underneath. Wang the trigger, McGraw on her. Up top to DiPaolo. DiPaolo dribble drive. Good look inside Zhang to Huang. Off the glass, no good. It's Luckman, the great grandniece of NFL legend Sid Luckman. Striano to the cup, and she's going to get fouled. Hawks out in transition. Luckman to Stanley. Striano. She'll shoot a pair. Striano comes in averaging 2 points a night, 1 rebound a night, and 2 assists. Brockway with the rebound to Zhang. Hawks by 21. Tough defense on the Hawks. Oh, rejection from Kate Stanley. Kate Stanley says, not in my house. 52-31. Silence falls on the Nest crowd here. Can they get a little bit of life? Get a little rally here in the fourth quarter. Zhang, bounce pass to Brockwell, right back to Zhang. A good looking play. And a bucket for NEST+m. Luckman across the timeline, gets a pick from Stanley. Back to Stanley. Skip pass to Striano. Thaler baseline. Blocked by Wang. It's going to stay Hawk basketball. They want 23. Thaler, Stanley, 3 ball. No good. Oh, McGraw had it inside, but it's going to be DiPaolo away with it. Hawks getting back on D. DiPaolo all the way to the basket. No good. Battle for the rebound. DiPaolo in amongst the trees gets her own rebound. Zhang to Huang. Striano all over her. Huang. Long ball. Oh, count it. Count it for Huang. They cut it to 18. Luckman against the 2-3 zone. Stanley. Striano from downtown. No good. McGraw away with the rebound to Luckman. Back to Stanley. Dribble drop. A runner. No good. It's Zhang with the rebound. 52-35. Striano and Stanley all over Zhang. Inside the Brockway. A runner from her. That was good. 52-37. Hawks by 15, 5 and change to play. Luckman to trigger. Striano. Baseline to Thaler. Pops. No good. Brockway. Huang, good look downside to Desiree. She couldn't handle it. Thaler with the steal. DiPaolo steals it back. She finds Desiree. Thaler all over her like a glove to DiPaolo. Traveling. Tight Hawk defense. Forcing the turnover. 52-37. Hawks by 15, 5:11 to play. Luckman to Striano. Back to Luckman against the 2-3. Striano. Bounce pass on the baseline to Thaler. Good idea inside to McGraw. But it's DiPaolo away with it. She runs. Stanley breaks up the play. It's going to be Lady Eagle basketball. Hickway for Desiree for the Lady Eagles. Huang inbound. Wide open and a crafty reverse layup from Zhang. The Nets faithful liked what they saw there. It was Andrew Toney style, and the Hawks throw it away. Ill-advised passing to the Hawks. And Coach Eloy is going to want a TO right there. EA Sports wants to talk it over, 53-39. NEST+m on a little bit of a roll. Coming back for just a minute to that ESPN El Decimo and Clinton Hawk Parents Association True Grit Hawk Habits Award that were given to Adelaide Chow for her tremendous grit she showed in the New York City Class B Finals on Randall's Island at the Icon Stadium when she shattered her nose. Wanted to go back in the game and play more in the second half. And we're also going to have in our ESPN 10 studios none other than the legend. Her grandfather, David Chow, did not miss a game, never misses a game for club or country of Adelaide's. The legend from the mean streets of lower Manhattan in the 50s to the leafy boarding schools of New England to RPI, where he was a legendary lacrosse and football player and competed against none other than Jim Brown of the Cleveland Browns, one of the NFL greats of all time. Excited to have David Huang with us in the ESPN 10 studios later this season. 53-39, 4:39 to play. Huang looking to cut into this 14-point lead. Zhang, great to see some young Hawks getting a look out there. DiPaolo, Stanley on her. Nice double team. Striano and Luckman all over Zhang. DiPaolo stops and pops. No good. It's Zhang with the rebound. Two Hawks on her. A nice steal from Luckman. Thaler in transition to the cup. Counter! Kate Thaler. And one. EA Sports, Eloy and Andrew say that's how you stop the bleeding. A strong take to the cup from Thaler and one. Opportunity for a natural three-point play. No good, but the other Kate, Stanley rips it down. No good, it's Zhang away from it. Away with the ball, 55-39, halfway through the fourth. Striano on the D. DiPaolo, two Hawks on her. Stanley and Luckman up top. Huang from way downtown, no good. Pulled down by Kimura for the Lady Eagles, but throws it away. Then they get Amanda Forte, 5'5" junior coming into the game for Huang. That may be it for Huang. What a night she had, though. Excellent game on it. Well, nice little give-and-go idea from the Hawks. McGraw to Stanley. But it's Zhang back the other way. DiPaolo, Striano D'ing her up. Striano and Luckman up top. Thaler, McGraw, and Stanley down low for the Hawks. Nice little give and go. It's Brockway. She's off with the shot. Stanley, they're going to slow it down a little bit, or at least EA Sports wants them to. Luckman with the runner with the left. Nice looking shot. No good, though. Zhang. 3 minutes to play. Zhang to DiPaolo. DiPaolo from the other side of the Hudson. No good. Zhang keeps it alive. Oh, Charlie Luckman from Stanley. No good. Striano battles for the rebound, as does Luckman. Tying up Forday. 2:49 to play. Wholesale substitutions from the Hawks. Kelly back in the game along with Costa, and entering for the first time tonight. We have that Isabella Fume, 5'4" sophomore from PS 234. Zhang across the timeline. The shot is up and good. Kelly across the timeline for the Hawks in the 2-3. Kelly drives around a no good Brockaway away with it. Zhang across the timeline. Forday. Broncero nearly stolen by Kelly. Forday tries to get it to Brockway. She just turns and throws one up there. Rebounded by Costa to Kelly. Kelly on the run. Oh, good look to Isabella Fume along the baseline and out. So along with Isabella Fume, the Hawks need to turn around. And Ruby Costa catches it on the back of the head. So along with Isabella Fume, we've got Ella Rinaldi, 5'5" freshman, has entered the game, as well as Chime, 5'4" sophomore, into the game. Ooh, a few steps taken there, but Forte gets a shooter's roll. And the ball, it goes in. It's Kelly, Costa, Fume, Rinaldi, and Chime for the Hawks. Kelly stops and pops at the elbow. Count it. Hawks by 14, 1:22 to play. Chime on the D. Costa. Brockaway's foul. She'll shoot two. This will give us a moment to tell you that this has been a copyrighted broadcast of Clinton Hawk basketball. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of these images without the express written consent of EA Sports will result in detention for a week. The line for the Lady Eagles, 57-45. Kelly from way downtown. Swish. Kelly dropping a dime. It's 60-45. Hawks by 15. Zhang. Under a minute. Broncero in the corner. Chime all over her. Costa breaks it up. Chime, Costa, and Fume down low. Rinaldi and Kelly up top for the 2-3 defense of the Hawks. They look to Zhang, runner along the baseline, good. Hawks did come in a 16-point favorite, so they need a 3-ball to tie the spread here. And there's Fume. Oh, no, almost. Fume trying to cover the spread with a 3-ball. No good. Forday the other way. High off the glass. A rainbow off the glass to cut it. Forday may be seeing more time for Coach James Castillo in the next game. 60-49. Great effort from the Hawks tonight. A lot of Hawks got time off the bench, which will pay dividends down the road as the season gets longer and deeper. That'll do it. Thank you for joining us at New Explorations into Science, Tech, and Math. Final score, Hawks 60, NEST+m 49. See you tomorrow night for the Bard game.